It's your Ash, aka Goddess Goals in the building. Busy work babies, some point blank period. Remember that this message may not resonate for you, it may resonate for you. And if you're like, yo Ash, that was me in the past, I can resonate with you because that was simply me in the past, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're like, yo Ash, that's me right now, I'm going through that right now, I feel you right now, make sure you hit the like button right now, right? And in this message, in this story, in this word, it's simply about a masculine energy, right? And I really feel like this masculine energy found this feminine that understands them. And, maybe this masculine energy never came across the feminine energy that simply understood him. And I feel like he missed out on an opportunity with this feminine. And when you think about when somebody misses out on an opportunity with somebody, sometimes it can be a good thing. And then sometimes it can just be a bad thing. Sometimes it can be the missing pieces to things. Maybe just things simply didn't fall into the right pieces, right? But I really feel like in this message, in this story, in this word, it's simply about this guy. It's like, baby, let me write you these love letters. I'm sorry. So we got like this masculine energy, right? That maybe at one point in time was with this feminine energy, and now is not with this feminine energy anymore. And they have been writing these love letters. And I feel like this masculine energy is just like, it looks like you happy. It looks like you doing your thing and you happy. And you've moved on. And you are excelling. And you are more positive. You are more bright. You are shining more inside and out like I've never seen before. You are simply shining. And see, what's so special about this feminine energy is simply that this feminine energy helped this masculine heal themselves. Or maybe at one point in time when this feminine was with this masculine, she just helped him heal himself. Maybe she helped him see himself. Maybe she helped him build himself. Maybe she helped him understand himself. I see somebody like, explaining to somebody this and explaining to them that and explaining to them just different things, and it's just helping them find himself. And what if this is a feminine that maybe had experiences with just certain masculines? Or if we think about our life, right, when we think about the cycle of life, right, we just don't fall in love with one person, we fall in love with many people, and either we are a lesson or we are a blessing in their life, right? And see, this is not just one love letter, but these are many love letters, and maybe this one feminine has had many love letters, right? Maybe it was the main thing of the masculines that she has been with, that she has been around. It's like, I have stacks of love letters, right? Or maybe every person that this feminine has been with, she just has stacks of love letters. And when you simply think about love letters and you read those love letters of the past, right? When you think about the lovers of the past, when you think about the lovers that you may have simply had in the past, it was at that point in time in the past. And now you can just read those love letters and you feel nothing of the past. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever came across a love letter that an ex gave to you and you just like, man, you know what I'm saying? What I felt at that time, or how I felt at that time, you know, I don't feel that way again, or I know that I'll never feel that way again, or I know that now our experiences has changed, our feelings has changed, and we'll never feel that way again. You know what I mean? And I feel like whoever is maybe looking at these love letters, maybe this is like a feminine, right? and see, when we talk about this feminine, right, you know what I'm saying? She might be just going through her stacks of love letters. And I feel like this feminine is not promiscuous, or it wasn't ever promiscuous, but maybe it was just a cycle of reminiscing or reminisces. It's just something to reminisce about, you know what I'm saying? Like, alright, just let me simply reminisce. And alright, I experienced this one, and this was the reminisce, and this was the love letter about this, and this was their feelings about this, and that was their feelings about that, and man, you know, I learned some lessons with this and that, right? I feel like the feminine that I'm talking to, or, you know what I'm saying, collective, the collective that is a part of the collective, I feel like y'all are that feminine where when you came across the masculine, or when a masculine came across you, you helped them with something. You helped with them with something. You helped them put a piece together inside of their puzzle for something, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, alright, I taught this masculine something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm happy that I taught that masculine something about themselves, or something about the world, right? At least I know that you got something out of what we had, because look at these love letters. Look at these love letters, okay? Yeah. Look at the love letters. And I feel like somebody is like, man, how are you doing? Well, most of the time, that's how it is. It's like, how are you doing? You know what I'm saying? When most of the time you write a love letter, it's because you messed up, or it's because you just falling in love. Either you just simply now falling in love, or you just like, look, man, I just gotta write a love letter because I'm just so in love. I gotta write these love letters because I'm so in love. Have you ever wrote a love letter because you were just so in love? Or have you ever wrote a love letter because simply you knew, like, man, I messed up, and I gotta tell you the truth about how I messed up, and the first thing that I gotta do to you, or do for you, or reach out to you and tell you how I feel about you, but first I'm gonna tell you how are you doing, and can I give you this love letter? Or I hope that you're doing good, because I simply want to give you this love letter. I simply want to reach out to you and just tell you and show you what I wrote to you with this love letter. I want to tell you I'm sorry in this love letter. I want to tell you, baby, I'm sorry in this love letter. I want to tell you how I have rebirthed myself inside of this love letter. I want to tell you how I see this rebirth inside of my love letter. I want to tell you how we can be rebirthing inside of these love letters. Or how I see us in the long run with these love letters. I see this love going on and on and on and on and on for the long run. But I'm going to explain it to you right now in these love letters. You know what I'm saying? And I know I don't supposed to be spying. I know I don't supposed to be looking. I know I don't supposed to be seeing. Or I know I wasn't supposed to be looking and seeing. But you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, all I can think about is you and me and these love letters. So that's why I just want to tell you about these love letters. I just simply want to tell you how I was always thinking about you when I was writing these love letters, or how I was thinking about you and writing these love letters, or these love letters is just simply how I was thinking about you, and I just want to write about you in these love letters. I just gotta let you know, baby, it's all about me and you with these love letters. And yeah, maybe things was hard, or things went hard, or maybe we had it hard, or maybe I just went too hard on you. Maybe I was just simply too hard on you. And being with you helped me learn how I shouldn't be so hard, how it's nothing always good about being hard. Or maybe I just can't express myself, so I gotta express myself in these love letters. It softens me up, or it makes me express myself in a soft way, so you don't always think that I'm hard. You know, maybe some things just cut off dealing with these love letters, right? Maybe, you know, I had to cut myself off of these love letters. Maybe you, feminine, had to cut yourself off with these love letters. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, just the love letters cut you off, and maybe simply the love letters just had to be cut off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the love letters is just not enough. And what I'm getting here is maybe somebody started to understand once they started to write the love letters how, you know, unstable they were, or how unstable the connection was, or how unstable things were, or how unstable it was, or just simply the unstableness, you know. It's like, even though you want things to be stable, it just couldn't be stable. You know how you always wanted things to just work out, but it couldn't just simply work out, or it was never meant to work out. And sometimes that's why you gotta write somebody a love letter, right? Like, man, I'm just sorry that it didn't work out. I'm sorry that we didn't work out. I'm sorry that we didn't make it happen, and I'm sorry that things just simply wasn't meant to work out. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, if you are this feminine, right, and you are the one that got these stacks of love letters, right, and I feel like, you know, sometimes people would think that it's bad that you have a bunch of love letters, but sometimes you gotta think that we go through all these different life lessons. We go through all these different love lessons. We go through all these lessons, and we learn more and more about real love with these love letters. And sometimes you could see through the love letters, like, did that person really love me? Not deeply, right? Or you just know that a person just simply saying sorry through a love letter. I understand it was just sorry through a love letter. And maybe this is y'all. Maybe y'all just simply saying sorry through a love letter. You know? Like, I'm sorry through this love letter. And I just want to tell you, I'm sorry through this love letter. And I even respect you and honor you and love you through this love letter. Even if you lied to me, or even if you deceived me, or even if you didn't really love me how I thought you loved me, I'm still going to say sorry to you through this love letter. This might can be somebody else just saying, like, look, man, I'm telling you I'm sorry, and I want to tell you that I'm sorry through this love letter. I'm sorry. And I hope that you feel me. It's something about feeling me through this love letter. It's something about feeling somebody else through the love letter. It's just something about feeling. Like, man, you just gotta understand the feelings of the love letter. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that it could never be. I'm sorry that it's no you and me. I'm just sorry. And I want to tell you I'm sorry through this love letter. I just want to tell you I'm sorry through this love letter. Or maybe things were just out of control during the times when I wrote this love letter. Or maybe I was just trying to be too controlling before I wrote this love letter. And sometimes I gotta understand space is needed in order for me to write a love letter. Have you ever wrote a letter to somebody, a love letter? Or even a letter, right? And a love letter don't have to be about somebody romantically. A love letter can be to your friend. A love letter can be to your best friend. A love letter can be to somebody that you look up to, somebody that you care about, and you're just like, look, man, I just want to tell you sorry through this love letter. I just deeply want to tell you sorry. Because maybe I can't say it, but I can write it down in this love letter. I can speak the words through this love letter. And I hope that, you know, the feelings that I feel can come out through this love letter. I hope that when you read it, that you can feel the words just come off of the paper through this love letter. I hope and I wish. And I understand you, or I understand it, or I understand the problem, I understand the issue, I understand the debate, I understand you, and you know what, with me understanding you, now I can understand myself better through the love letter. So baby, let me simply write you a love letter. And tell you that I'm sorry. Definitely. So that is my message, that is my story, and that is my word. And I just want to say, like, why not write love letters? Why not write apology letters? Why not apologize through words and through letters? Why not? Why not allow somebody to feel the way that you feel through a love letter? And why not apologize through a love letter? Why not say sorry through a love letter? Why not go your separate ways and part through a love letter? And sometimes that's how you just simply gotta part ways, right? It's through a love letter. A love letter may be saying goodbye. And I'm here to part my ways simply through this love letter. And sometimes if you got stacks of love letters piled up from different people, you might just gotta let them go. Reminisce and remember and part ways of those love letters. I'm sorry. Alright, so I hope y'all got some type of value out of this, and I'll be busy though, baby.